What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the No Contest podcast. This is episode 5. I'm here with Andrew Borum.
Yo.
It is only Andrew today. It is just us two. We're going to get into we have a big UFC fight tonight, a big UFC fight card. The entire main card, even the undercard is pretty good, but the main card is it's a pretty elite main card in Miami. Jorge Masvidal, Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. Should be a great one. We're going to dive deep into that. But we're going to start with some NBA. We did have some turmoil with the Mavericks lately. The Mavericks have been kind of like tanking since they got Kyrie. I don't really understand it. Their record is, I think it's like 9-17 with since the Kyrie trade. I don't even understand how they're so bad after trading. They only traded Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie and a couple picks. So I actually didn't expect them to get worse like this. Did you expect them to get way worse?
No, I actually had them to compete in the playoffs. I thought this matchup, this link up between Kyrie and Luka was going to be pretty elite, and we have not seen that yet. They definitely have a lot to work on in the offseason, and I think that's what the front office saw early on. And, they get to protect their first-round pick now, which is probably big for them. It's a big FU to the Knicks after they got Jalen Brunson. Now they don't have to give up that pick, which is...
They really miss Brunson. Yeah. They miss Brunson so much. When they signed him, it's like... When they didn't sign him, it's like you didn't think the league viewed him as a max player. That's just not what he was. When the Knicks signed him, they thought they were getting less than they actually... They paid more for what they should have in Brunson. But now, if you look at it, it's damn, they completely paid way less than they needed to for a guy who's leading their team and about to take them to the playoffs. And it's a complete turnaround for the Knicks, so... Yeah, if I'm the Mavericks, I miss Jalen Brunson to death, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
he just brings a stability.
I think they made a lot of bad moves that they think is going to benefit Luka, and it ends up not benefiting him. And they've got rid of a lot of role players that showed substantial value to other teams that I think they very much could have used and developed over these last 2 to 3 years instead of just trading them away and trying to win now. And we've seen that strategy not work for them.
Mm-hmm. It just hasn't. I mean, they haven't really tried. This is the first superstar that they really put around Luka. Yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah, but they tried to go get a big with Porzingis, and they thought that was going to be a duo that they thought would work, and that obviously did not work.
Porzingis just wasn't it.
But he also wasn't it on the Knicks, but they thought he was going to turn into another player, and it just wasn't. That.
He just wasn't I don't know. He just wasn't it. I don't know what they do in the future, to be honest, because they want to re-sign Kyrie. I think if you re-sign Kyrie, you have to go out and get. You have to go out and get a 3 and a 4 who can play defense.
Play defense.
Yeah.
You try to get Jimmy.
That'd be great. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah. But there's only so many players in the league that you can put at those spots.
Damn, imagine Dallas with Jimmy. I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, it would be a wild locker room for sure, but
that would make sense. That would totally make sense.
Who's another player that you go?
I never thought about that.
Go and get.
I don't know, but I totally see the Jimmy Butler thing. That just makes too much sense. I don't know why I never thought about that before. It's even been looming out there that he's going to leave Miami.
Well, yeah. So, if they don't make they can't get past the first round this year, which is obviously difficult with where they're seated at, but it's going to be hard. They might have to just do a rebuild, and they didn't want to trade Hero these last 2 years. They're trying to build around Bam, Hero, and it's they have to kind of figure out what they want to do, and to hold Jimmy around until he just wants to leave is just not worth it. So I can see him leaving if they don't get to where they want this year in the playoffs. But I'm also not a Miami fan, so I don't have a like a heart to heart for him on the team. So like letting him go isn't like, I don't think the worst thing, but some people that would say, "Oh, we're not doing that. We can't do that." But like with sports, like you don't have to keep players. Like I was a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
They let go of Tom Brady. Like, you know,
No, I
this
don't.
shit happens.
Jimmy Butler does not need to retire a member of the Miami Heat.
No.
He wasn't drafted by the team. He wasn't like it doesn't matter to me as long as he's come in and he's like put 100% of his effort into the Miami Heat, and like that's all I can ask for, to be honest, in a star player. Yeah, he shows up every night.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't play like often, but you know, when he does, he shows up.
He still plays enough. Yeah, but he plays
does.
hard when he's out there.
He shows up 100%. I love Jimmy. He's got it. He's as long as he's on the Heat, he'll be my favorite player in the league. For as long as he's on the Heat, I'll always show love to him, no matter what team he's on.
Yeah, I like.
But
I really started liking Jimmy when he was playing with Derrick Rose out in Chicago.
Yeah. He was young then. He was
young,
just
but
got
he was
out
good.
of Marquette.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this play-in. So in the East we have the Heat, probably the Heat and the Hawks, and then Raptors Bulls. I don't know. I think the Heat make it out of that.
Yeah, I think the Heat.
I think the
beat
Raptors.
the Hawks.
I think the Raptors make it out of that. So I
You
think it'll
think
be
so?
the Heat. Heat is the 7. Raptors is the 8. Yeah.
Have you seen the thing with the Hawks? And their last like 2 games are 1-1. The last 4 games are 2-2. Like they're 500 over the last.
Oh no, they're
games.
500. They're a 500 basketball team. I saw that. I saw their whole. Yeah.
So like, if that would work out right, like they lose to the Heat, then they beat whoever wins the other game. Like that's just how their season has been. So like I can see them making it just with the fact that like they've been win loss for literally all season. So like I can kind of see that happening. I mean the Raptors, they definitely have some size, but I don't know if they might be too young to go ahead and beat Trae Young.
I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a tough call. I mean, I don't know. Whoever gets in, it's like, how the hell did Brooklyn get above us? Like,
Were they just
like
for
how is
consistent?
Brooklyn above the Heat?
Your boy's been playing, Max.
I know Michael Bridges is a stud. He's a stud.
Keeps
He's a
playing
stud.
games.
I do
First
love
NBA
Michael
player
Bridges.
to play 83 games. Is it the first?
Is my favorite non-Heat player, Michael Bridges. I love Michael Bridges. He's so good. His 3-point, he's just so hype. He's so fire. I don't know why.
They have a pretty deep rotation. I mean, I don't know if they can beat like a real team in the playoffs. Like, they're going to match up against the Sixers, and I don't see them beating the Sixers, but they might win a game or two.
Who? Wait, who? The
Nets against the Sixers.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
I don't know if they get swept.
Michael Bridges is from Philly. His mom worked for the Sixers, and he got drafted by the Sixers, and then they traded him to the Suns. So you never know. He could revenge Michael Bridges' revenge tour against the Sixers.
Max, question: can the Nets win the series over the Sixers?
Yeah, they can, 100%. And Michael Bridges' revenge tour. Like I said, his mom worked worked in Philadelphia for the Sixers. He got drafted by the Sixers. He went to Villanova. He's from the area. Revenge tour. Revenge tour is incoming. I'm telling you, dude's gonna come in average 40 a game. In the playoffs. I don't know what everybody else on the Nets is going to end up doing. And I don't know what anybody else on the Nets is going to end up
Just
doing.
him.
All right?
He's going to carry them all the way.
Bridges will carry them. Could carry them to a victory. Stopping Joel Embiid is obviously one thing. That's a difficult task in itself. But you know Michael Bridges will lock up Harden. 100%.
He will. But then they
will.
still have other pieces around them.
They
to
have
go ahead and shoot,
Maxey, and they're Tobias Harris, and definitely tough. I think the Cavs-Knicks matchup is the one I'm most looking forward to. The Knicks are just gonna I don't know. I could see it going one of two ways, but at the end of the day, Donovan Mitchell will prevail. Because he was supposed to be a member of the New York Knicks.
I like the Cavs in 5 or 6.
He was supposed to be a member of the New York Knicks, and he they didn't trade him there for some reason, and now he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna kill you guys now. Like, I see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way they've played against the contenders this year in general. The Cavs have been pretty solid against all the top teams in the East.
Yeah, the only issue is they haven't gotten any production out of Isaac Okoro. I think they need more production out of him to get anywhere. They need another 3 guard. Like, they need a guy who's like 6'9", can defend and can shoot threes. That's what they need.
And they just don't have that, but they might. They still might get out of the first round against the Knicks.
Yeah, but they could seriously use like a Harrison Barnes or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Like a good 3-and-D player.
Yeah.
Who won't take the ball out of anybody else's hands. Like, Isaac Okoro's good, but he's not big enough to guard these 3 guards. He is, but he's more of like a 6'6", 6'7" guard, and he's just not big enough. I think against the Knicks it'll be fine because Josh Hart, they're just not, like, I don't know what it is about the Knicks, because like they have so many pieces, but it just doesn't feel like it all comes together. It feels like only a few pieces come together. Like, RJ Barrett doesn't feel like he fits on the team. I don't know why.
Yeah, but they're making it work. I mean, they're obviously a newer team together, but since they've been playing well,
though, kind of like they lost. This is essentially, it's not the same team. Like, they obviously have different players, but it's essentially the same team that lost to the Hawks 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They now have Brunson, and they have an upgraded, I'd say, RJ Barrett. He's not a rookie anymore. I don't know, man. It's just so hard to like rate them.
I don't know if they get it done in the first round.
They don't have a star, and that's what it takes in the playoffs to win. You need a star, 100%. Let's shift gears to the West. The Thunder just clinched. Did you know that yesterday? They clinched a play-in berth.
Yes, I saw that. Dallas just going out. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Everyone thought they'd be tanking for the next couple of years. All these draft picks.
Hey, and let me tell you, they're making it to the playoffs. It'll be them and the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, does Zion come back? Is he coming back?
No, Zion's not coming back for the play-in.
He's out. All right, yeah. Well, I don't see New Orleans then making it, nor do I see the Timberwolves making it.
No, I am probably the biggest. The only person out of the Timberwolves I like is Anthony Edwards. Otherwise, I think I'm the big. Oh, and Jalen McDaniels. He's a really good defender, but otherwise, I hate Cat and I hate Gobert. I hate both of them.
Yeah, Gobert. I thought Gobert was overrated 2 years ago when he couldn't play defense.
Bro, they're both the biggest babies when it comes to being a center. They're both the biggest babies, bro. They're both the biggest babies. Like, and the team just doesn't work. I said it day one when they made that trade for Gobert. Like, you're gonna make Karl Anthony Towns go up and guard somebody on the perimeter. You can't do that.
Yeah. No,
he's gonna get cooked all day. They have
to play a 3-2. Yeah, no, all day. And Gobert, if you get Gobert to rotate out, he's getting cooked too on the outside. He's not covering anyone on the 3-point line.
Mm-mm. No, Gobert ain't covering anyone on the 3-point line.
Yeah,
that's
they're done.
What he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting cooked in today's NBA. You thought you were doing something with like the Twin Towers, but they just weren't doing anything. If I were them, I'd offload. Yeah, this isn't
Gobert's the 70s contract anymore.
It's actually I would rather
that's so
have
hard.
Walker.
They paid him so much.
I know. I would rather have Walker Kessler though right now, who is on the Jazz, than Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I definitely think they could have spent that money in a better way. I just feel like they made a play last year because they had the
they felt like they were in a position to be elite, but it wasn't the elite player.
They made the wrong move.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They made the wrong move for the wrong player. He just doesn't fit them. I thought Gobert would have been a nice fit in Dallas. That's what I thought. Initially.
Yeah, that would have worked. Someone to play defense down low.
Yeah.
No, that might have had a shot.
I don't know.
But
It just
no,
did. When I saw he got
when they
traded
put
to
two centers
Timberwolves,
there, it just wasn't going to work.
no, it just wasn't going to work. But
I think a lot of people thought that was a bad trade.
The Western Conference play-in is just, I think it's pretty easy to predict, to be honest. The Lakers and the Thunder are moving on. No doubt about
Yes,
it.
then we have the Thunder against the Nuggets. Then would be our first round matchup.
Yeah, Shea would go off, but the Nuggets would cruise. I don't think that's a competition. I think the Nuggets would cruise. What other potential?
Yeah, I don't know
matchups?
how I feel.
I think
the whole West playoff just seems wild.
Clippers, Kings, which would be a very good one. I think
depending on where we're at right now on Saturday. Yeah, that's a current matchup.
Well, without Paul George,
I don't know.
It's hard.
When does Paul George come back? Yeah,
I think it should be in like a week. But even if he does come back, I don't trust players coming off injury and performing in the playoffs. Just like I think the Bucks are obviously going to win the championship, but I don't think Middleton's going to be much of a factor. His first game back will be in the playoffs.
I'm going to disagree with you on that. I don't
really.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucks. No, I don't have the Bucks coming out of the East. I obviously think they're really good, but I still don't have them coming out of the East.
I think they're my favorites to win the championship, with or without Middleton. To be honest with you.
Well, I think what killed them last year was that the fact they didn't have Middleton, and they kind of needed him against the Celtics. He just wasn't. He was hurt.
No,
and they really needed someone else because Giannis just couldn't do it by himself.
I don't know why though. I think Drew Holiday has taken a step up. It's like weird to see a player.
Step.
It's weird to see a player get better late in their career, but I think he's gotten better. Like he was never the type of guy to be able to drop like 30, 40, 50. He does that now. Like he's dropping 25, 35, 40 a game. He had a 50-point game the other week. He hadn't done that in his fucking career. Like he's obviously taking a step up. He's a different scorer. I also like they have Grayson Allen. I like Grayson Allen. I like Bobby Portis. Brook Lopez. It's another player who has propelled his career late. Brook Lopez. Like crazy. He's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate this year. He's averaging like 17 and 11. It's nuts, dude. It is really something, a sight to see. If they can keep it rolling in the playoffs, I don't know. But as they're currently constructed, they are easily the favorites.
Their path to the finals. To the Eastern Conference Finals, it seems pretty easy.
Yeah, what
they should roll whoever they play in the first round,
and then they'd probably get.
And then they're going to play what? Cleveland or New York?
Cleveland. Yeah.
Yeah, and they should beat either of those two teams.
And then there's
pretty
the
easily.
Conference Finals there.
So, so either team they play in the Conference Finals is 100% going to be their toughest game.
Easily. In the West, it's a little tougher, to be honest. I think the Suns got to be the favorites, the Suns got to be the favorites, but the most disappointing if they don't make it out of the West would be the Nuggets. I'm sorry, but you cannot have it. They've had so many opportunities, right? So many.
Yeah, so many opportunities. They need to make it happen this year. They definitely have the most pressure, I feel like, out of any team in the West.
Yeah, because they have the two-time MVP.
Maybe then, yeah.
They are finally healthy. They finally have a healthy Jamal Murray, a healthy Michael Porter Jr. They got rid of Bones, who doesn't play much defense, although I thought he would have helped offensively. They don't really need the offense. They have a Contavious Caldwell-Pope to come off the bench. There is no reason the Nuggets shouldn't come out and make it to the finals this year. There really is no reason.
I don't think there's any that strong a team too in the West that they need to really.
I think the only other team that
there's
can
obviously
compete
teams that are
is
close
Phoenix.
to them.
Phoenix is the only team that can compete. I don't care. They have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. It's about to be scary.
Yeah.
If they can stay healthy, of course. But D-Book has been quietly cooking,
that's a big
man.
if.
He's been quietly cooking.
Should be interesting to see. I'm excited for the Western Conference for the first couple rounds,
And
see what happens.
Honestly, I think the Lakers
East,
can make a run.
The East, the second round?
Mm-hmm. I think the
Lakers?
Lakers can make a run. Yeah. All right, what's going on? We got some great UFC on tonight. It is what is the fight card name again?
UFC 287.
Is it 287?
Peralta versus Adesanya 2.
We got 287. Israel Adesanya against Alex Pereira tonight. And it is just a great card, to be honest with you. To start the main card, we have Raul Rosas against Christian Rodriguez. Raul Rosas hasn't lost a game. He is the youngest UFC fighter to ever win a match. So that's pretty interesting, and it should make for a really good fight because Christian Rodriguez has only lost one match. But at the end of the day, Raul Rosas is a beast. Anyone with cauliflower ears, you should bet on. No doubt about it. Right, Andrew?
Yeah, if you have the biggest cauliflower ears, it's a lock for me in the sports book. So he's beating him in that category for sure. So we're taking him today.
He also looks like he has a little bit of Down syndrome, but it's okay. It's the people those type of people look like they can beat anyone up.
I have nothing to say about that.
And then we got Kevin Holland against Santiago Ponzinibbio. I don't even know how to say his last name, to be honest with you. But I've watched Santiago fight before. I do think he'll beat Kevin Holland. I think that's going to be a little bit of a messier fight. It's just like a toss-up, to be honest with you. I don't think this fight gives me any gets me really excited. I don't really love Kevin Holland as a person either, but you have to respect his fighting. If you see him on the street, you don't want to go against him.
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite way on this fight. I think Kevin Holland wins this fight.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that close of a fight, to be honest. As well, he has not fought that well in his recent fights, but I just like him over. I like him to win tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that fight's... I think it'll be a bloodbath, to be honest with you. That's really what we're going to see. I'm excited for Rob Font against Adrian Yanez. I think the UFC definitely... The UFC edges players, all right? They prefer players, or they prefer different fighters. And I think Adrian Yanez is one of those fighters that the UFC wants to see fight for championship belts. So, I don't know. Rob Font's gone down a lot lately in his past few fights. I think Yanez definitely comes out. I think they're both two tough sons of bitches, though. That's the thing. So
yeah.
I think it does go the distance. But we're going to see some blood.
Yeah, I think Giannis is just a younger version of Rob Font. Mm-hmm. And I think he might get a knockout in one of the later rounds. This should definitely be a stand-up battle the whole time. We're definitely going to see a lot of blood. And, well, I think it's for Font to win, he's going to have to get Giannis on the ground, and that's just not his style. If it's just straight boxing, Giannis is younger, and he's going to have more energy later on in the fight, and that's where I see him getting a knockout late on.
100%. I agree. If this fight stays on feet, on their 2 feet, Giannis is going to take this easily. You got to get him.
And they're both stand-up fighters, so he has to get him to the ground. It's not his kind of fight, but that's just what has to happen if he wants to win, because standing up, he's not beating him straight-up boxing.
And then after that fight, we have Gilbert Burns against Jorge Masvidal. Jorge looks as good as he has in a while. If you saw him during the weigh-ins, he looks great. But Gilbert Burns is a different animal. Jorge Masvidal is close to retirement. And I think, Burns takes this. I think he has the highest odds to win out of anybody on the main card.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Minus 475. I have a question for you, Max.
What?
Do you think the Miami energy can carry Jorge Masvidal to an early round knockout?
I think cocaine can.
Well, I don't know if TikTok's going to take that one, Max. But
I think the Miami cocaine can take it. But no, I mean, yeah, of course, he's home. His kids will be there. His whole family will be there. His whole city will be there. His community, the place where he grew up and started street fighting. So maybe he turns this into a straight up street fight. Maybe he does that and he competes. And I don't know. I think the best case scenario for Masvidal to win, he's got to take it the distance.
You think so? I think the only way he wins is a first round knockout. I think
Really?
there's no other shot.
Okay, so if he could come out hot.
Yeah,
Bro, okay.
I don't think this fight makes it past the second round. I think his first round, he comes out hot and either gets knocked out or he knocks out the other guy. I don't think there's a shot.
Remember when he knocked the guy out? I forgot who it was, but he knocked that guy out in like 2 seconds. He just came out flying knee to the face.
I see him coming out hot. I think that's the only shot he has. He has the energy behind him right when the fight starts. If he gets to the second round, it's over. Like,
hey, show the Miami flair. I like it. Show the Miami flair.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, definitely.
Might have
definitely
to add
a
that
bet.
on as a nice little bet. Let's see what it is. Let's look at the FanDuel real quick.
Drake put money on Masvidal and Adesanya tonight.
He did. Yeah, I don't see either of them winning, to be honest. But if Masvidal is to win, it will be in the first round by KO.
Okay. If you want to put money on that.
Yeah, let me go look it up real quick.
Look it up. I'd be down. Gilbert Burns is looks like a gummy bear. Like, actually.
Looks like a gummy bear. And yeah, he should win. Masvidal plus 1,400. KO TKO, round 1.
Damn. $5 each.
Yeah, I'm down. Half I'll send it in.
That'd be fire. Yeah, just text Linder.
Yeah, no, I'm excited because we have these early round knockout bets going on here, and it makes it exciting. We also have the other person going the distance, is any other fashion to win. But I like the odds that they give you here in these UFC fights for sure.
Yeah, it is cool. I love betting on UFC as well. I think it's a fun sport to bet on. And then for the main event, for the middleweight title, right, we have a second matchup in the UFC between Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya. They have fought before, twice, I believe. One in kickboxing, one in MMA, and then this is their second now in the UFC. Pereira's won all of them. He's kicked his ass every single time. The kickboxing one wasn't even good. The kickboxing one wasn't. If you go back, I want you to. I don't know if you've watched, but go on YouTube and look up their kickboxing match.
I watched the history of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I've seen everything.
It is not like it's a competition.
But how do you feel about their most recent fight then, where Adesanya really won the first 4.5 rounds, and if he didn't get knocked out, he might have won the fight.
But that just shows that to me shows that Izzy can't beat him up.
No, he cannot. He has to play the long game.
He's got to play the long game.
The dog's going to be unleashed tonight. How do you think he comes out tonight then? How does Israel Adesanya come out tonight with the dog?
He needs to be okay. Let me tell you a little story. So when Israel Adesanya started fighting, I loved him, because he came out and he was fun. He would throw these fucking leg kicks and these high knees and bro, he would do so much shit that was just so exciting for the game. And then afterwards, he would act like an anime character, and it would be awesome. It was awesome. Now he just goes the distance and just bounces around the ring, and I don't know. It's just not fun for me to watch him fight anymore.
Do you think he does that because he was the title holder, and because he was the title holder, if the round does go the distance, he typically wins just because you have to
You're
really
right.
beat the fighter that's a championship
100%,
title fighter.
100%.
But now
He
he's not.
recognizes
So
that.
how? Yeah. So
But-
now he's not. He's not gonna. If the round it does go the distance and it kind of looks even, he's not gonna get the win.
Then I hope we see the old Izzy tonight. I really do. I
I
really
feel like
do.
that's what we're gonna have to see.
But he hasn't been that guy
He's
in 2 years.
0-3.
2 years. It's been 2 or 3
hasn't,
years
but
since he's been that guy.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not wrong, but I feel like he knows he has to come out like that tonight.
Yeah, so
As much
I
as
mean,
he almost won the other fight, yeah. So,
honestly, not hopefully, because got some money on Pereira tonight.
well, I mean, if he does come out like that, I mean, I hope it is within the first 3 minutes of the first round because we did take
Yeah, we did take
Adesanya
that.
to win in the first 3 minutes at plus 2,000, which was crazy. But I feel like that is the way he's gonna have to come out tonight, just like Masvidal. Both of them, we don't think are gonna win, but if they are gonna win, I think they both are gonna have to happen early. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's gonna come out absolutely smacking, bro. They're gonna come out beating ass, 100%. We do have some good undercards too.
Yeah. One that I've heard people been talking about. Yesalem.
Yeah, some of the good prelims are good. Yeah. Chris Curtis is good.
Yeah.
Gastelum is
yeah,
good.
Yeah, my friend
Carl
said he really
Williams
likes
will be a good
Gastelum
one.
tonight.
The heavyweight between Carl Williams and Chase Sherman should be good. I'm a little upset. Jing Lang got canceled because he's a beast too.
Any of these girl fights that you're excited about?
Yeah. Luana Pinheiro is a beast. Luana Pinheiro is a beast. And then
10-1.
we do have some early prelims.
She's kicking her ass tonight.
What?
Luana is
Luana.
kicking
No, bro.
Michelle's ass.
Luana Pinheiro's hot and she's a beast.
She's 10-1. The other girl's 18-10.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's absolutely gonna smack her tonight.
Yeah, she's kind of hot too in a way
Oh,
for like a
well,
UFC fighter.
the first one, this girl's 6-0. Jacqueline.
Who? Oh, on the early prelims.
The first fight. Yeah, the first fight we see tonight. The early prelims.
She doesn't even look American.
She's shorter though. No, she's not. No, Sam is. She looks like a fighter.
Yeah. No, but I mean, listen. At the end of the day, Pereira's going to win this fight. There's just no doubt about it in my mind. I mean,
Yeah,
the only
I
way
think it's a pretty solid bet as the underdog too. So Vegas definitely is riding that popular from.
The moment I found out Pereira
player.
was an underdog, I threw money on it. The
You went and took
moment
him?
I found
Yeah.
out.
That's how I felt about the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I was like, how are you going to have them as an underdog? Like, the Eagles have been good all year, but, like, how are you going to make Mahomes an underdog in the Super Bowl? Like, that just felt dumb to me. Like, he has experience. He previously won. Like, he showed he's better with less. And, like, I was like, you know what? I'm taking Mahomes. Easy bet.
Nah.
But that's how you feel about this fight. So, I get that.
We'll be live streaming the fight tonight. Me and Andrew.
Yes, we will. Check in on the YouTube. Link will be in the description.